Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Euromain Movie Report, where show I talk about a movie I have recently watched at my local movie theatre. This week I have watched Nightcrawler, and when I first heard the title Nightcrawler, I thought maybe it's a movie about vampires or zombies or ghouls or monsters in general, but it turns out it's about a different monster, the News. And in the lead role we have Jake Gyllenhaal playing this guy, Lou Bloom, who we see in the beginning of the film is down on his luck. He is stealing copper wire and chain link fence, and in the initial scene we see something which is testament to his persona, that he will do anything to get out of a sticky situation. And later, in the beginning of the film, he comes across a car crash, and there he sees our favorite actor, Bill Paxton, who has donned a mustache and is carrying around a television camera, and he's working as something called a stringer, and he earns his living by filming accidents which is newsworthy. And then Lou Bloom, he of course gets an idea that he can do that and earn money, and then we see in the whole film how he his humble beginnings, and how a guy who lacks this simple concentration of morals, how he fits in this competitive news business very well. And this movie is very good. Jake Gyllenhaal, he acts very well, and I thought to myself when I saw Jake Gyllenhaal's character that it was a bit of a shame that when they remade Maniac in this 2012 version, if I remember correctly, that they chose Elijah Wood instead of Jake Gyllenhaal, because Jake Gyllenhaal, he would have made an excellent lead role in the Maniac remake. But anyway, in Nightcrawler we see how, as I said, Lou Bloom, the character portrayed by Jake Gyllenhaal, how a guy who is out without morals, how he fits in very well in this news business, and how his persona allows him to climb the ladder, and that makes his performance very moving, and I hope in my opinion, or captivating, and I hope in my opinion that Jake Gyllenhaal, he gets an Oscar nomination for his portrayal of Lou Bloom, because it's a very good role. And in another role in the movie we have Rennie Russo, who plays this night manager at this television station where Jake Gyllenhaal's character, he sells his footage, and she does a very good job as well. And Bill Paxton, he, as I said, he always manages to sneak himself in a small role in a movie. Game over, man! Game over! As he says in Aliens. And I almost imagined him saying that when, and here's a spoiler of course, when he lies on the gurney while Jake Gyllenhaal, he films him. But anyway, the moral of the story is of course, in my opinion, that if you are without morals in our society, then you will succeed. It sucks, but I guess that's the moral of the story. Because, and here's another spoiler of course, the good guy, he dies. Because he attempts to make a deal with the devil, and the good guy dies. And it made me think about the old Edward R. Murrow quote, where he says, "Evil will only prevail if good men do nothing." And and to fit this movie, to fit the movie which the fit the universe which the movie takes place in, I must say, evil prevails, sadly. and the ending of the film clearly shows that. But all in all, a great film, a great role for Jake Gyllenhaal, who really gives heart and soul into this role, and the other actors, they do a good job as well, and it's a great movie. It really had the same vibe as End of Watch, Training Day, and I really enjoyed it, and as I said, I hope Jake Gyllenhaal, he gets an Oscar nomination for this movie. And to sum it up, what should I rate this film? I would rate it 5 out of 5 Coca-Cola bottles. That's it, your man of Your Man's Movie Report signing off, and don't forget, if you liked this review, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you click in the link in the description, you can go to a playlist where you can watch my previous reviews, and if you want to donate to this show so I can go out and buy a better camera, then click the PayPal link in the description. That's it, and I'll see you then in next week for a review of, let's say, we'll go Interstellar.